Beloved chosen one, let me speak into your spirit tonight with a truth that may shock you, but it will also awaken something deep within you. The very reason you have struggled with lust, temptation, and desires that seem to burn hotter in you than in others is not because you are weak, but because you are powerful beyond measure. Heaven has marked you, and hell has noticed. Your struggle has never been about your flesh alone. It has been about your destiny, about the calling on your life, about the light within you that threatens the darkness around you. You have walked through seasons where your own heart condemned you, where shame whispered that you were unworthy, where the battles in your private life seemed louder than the praises of your victories in public. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting, and that alone is proof that God's hand has never left you. The enemy wanted to silence you with shame, but instead, your scars are turning into sacred signs of survival. The lust you battled was never random. It was targeted. You see, chosen souls are born with a heightened spiritual sensitivity, a flame inside that attracts both divine light and demonic resistance. That resistance often comes in the form of counterfeit pleasures, quick fixes, and empty promises, because the enemy knows if he can keep you trapped in cycles of guilt, he can keep you blind to the crown already resting on your head. Lust was not just about desire, it was about distraction. If your eyes were fixed on temporary gratification, they could not clearly see the eternal glory prepared for you. But I tell you now, with the authority of heaven echoing through my words, your story is not defined by your struggles. It is defined by your victories. Every time you fell and rose again, angels recorded it. Every time you whispered a prayer in the middle of your weakness, God leaned in closer. Every tear you shed in frustration was not wasted. You may have thought no one saw, but heaven saw, and heaven has never been silent concerning you. Think back, chosen one, to the moments where you felt isolated, misunderstood, even judged by those who claimed to love you. You may have carried shame in secret while wearing a smile in public. But even in those hidden moments, God was cultivating a strength in you that you could not yet perceive. The misunderstanding you endured from others was necessary, for if they could not mislabel you, they would never underestimate you. And God often allows underestimation because it preserves the element of divine surprise. Those who dismissed you will soon witness your rise. The paradox of your struggle with lust is that within it lies proof of your divine sensitivity. You are not numb, you are alive, so alive that your body, your spirit, your very soul craves intensity. But where others settle for the shallow, you were designed for depth. Where others run after fleeting satisfaction, you are being drawn into eternal intimacy with God. Lust was a counterfeit doorway, but it revealed the hunger within you for something far greater, union with the divine, a love that never fails, a presence that never leaves. Perhaps you've asked yourself, why me? Why does my journey feel heavier than others? Why does my flesh seem to wrestle so violently? The answer is simple yet profound, because you carry something others do not. You carry an awakening seed, a spiritual DNA coded with heaven's assignment. And everything coded with greatness is tested with fire. This is why you have faced temptations sharper, stronger, more relentless. The weight of your calling demanded it. But listen closely. God does not allow tests without preparing rewards. You have been fighting not just for survival, but for transformation. Your pain is the evidence of your process, and the process is proof that something glorious is about to be revealed. Lust tried to enslave you, but it also forced you to confront the depths of your soul, and in that confrontation, you began to awaken. You are no longer who you were yesterday. You have been stretched, broken, healed, and reshaped into a vessel fit for divine glory. Chosen one, do you feel the stirring even now? That subtle trembling in your spirit is heaven confirming this word. You were never meant to drown in shame. You were meant to rise as a living testimony that God redeems, restores, and resurrects. Where others mocked your weakness, God is preparing to showcase His strength through you. Where others whispered about your failures, God is setting a table in the presence of your enemies. Where you once hid in silence, you will soon roar with victory. Yes, the struggle was real. Yes, the nights were heavy. Yes, the tears were many, but the promise of God remains untouched. You are chosen, and nothing in hell can cancel what heaven has decreed. You have survived because you are needed. You have endured because your generation awaits your voice. You have walked through fire because your testimony will ignite others out of their chains. The shame you once carried is about to transform into sacred authority. People will look at you and wonder how you are still standing. They will not see the torment, the inner wars, the moments of collapse. But you will know. And in your knowing, you will lift your hands and give glory to the one who carried you through it all. You are not just surviving lust, you are transforming it into fuel for your awakening. You are reclaiming your purity, your purpose, your power. The greatest lie the enemy told you was that you were disqualified. But the greatest truth heaven declares today is that you are more qualified than ever. For in your weakness, God's strength has been made perfect. Your story is not one of failure, but of redemption. Your name is not stained, but sanctified. Your destiny has not been delayed. It has only been refined. So hear this prophetic word, chosen one. The days of condemnation are over. The days of hiding are over. The days of questioning your worth are over. Heaven has already written your victory, and you are stepping into it now. Lust was a storm meant to drown you, but instead it baptized you into a deeper calling. You are not broken beyond repair. You are broken open for rebirth. You are not defeated. You are awakened. And as you listen to these words, something in your spirit begins to recognize the truth. You can feel it. You can sense it. You know that your struggle has never been wasted. You know that your fight has not been in vain. The enemy is trembling because you have survived what was meant to destroy you. And now you are awakening into the fullness of who you were always meant to be, a radiant, unshakable, chosen vessel of divine glory. Chosen one, let us go deeper, for the battle you have faced has not only been against lust, temptation, or weakness. It has been a holy war waged in unseen realms. Your scars are proof that you have walked through battlegrounds most people cannot even imagine. The truth is, you were born into warfare because your very existence is a threat to darkness. Every moment of your life has carried the fragrance of destiny, and that fragrance has attracted opposition. Think about it. Have you not noticed that from childhood, you have carried burdens heavier than others? Have you not noticed that temptations seem to hunt you with precision, as though designed to break your spirit before it could rise? Lust was not simply a random craving, it was a carefully chosen weapon. For lust, when unchecked, leads to shame, and shame leads to silence. And the enemy's goal has always been to silence you, because your voice carries the vibration of deliverance. But here is the mystery. Every battle you fought has carved strength into your soul. Every temptation resisted, every fall recovered from, every tear shed in prayer has been shaping you into an indestructible vessel. You did not realize it, but while you thought you were drowning, you were actually being trained to swim in deeper waters. You were not just fighting temptation, you were proving endurance, resilience, and a faith that refuses to die. Yes, you stumbled. Yes, there were nights of regret. Yes, there were mornings of heaviness. But do not mistake the presence of the fight for the absence of God. He was there in every battle. He was there when you felt too weak to rise. He was there when you whispered, "Lord, help me." And though the enemy accused you, heaven recorded your prayers as proof of loyalty. This is why your adversaries are trembling now. For the one they mocked as weak has survived the fire. The one they dismissed as broken is about to shine with a light they cannot extinguish. Those who watched you wrestle will soon witness your resurrection. They will not understand how you endured, but that is because they did not see the armies of angels stationed around you. They did not hear God whisper to your soul, "Do not give up. I am not finished with you." The truth is, lust has been a battlefield, but never your identity. It has been a weapon formed against you, but never the definition of you. God never called you by your weakness. He has only ever called you by your destiny. You are chosen, anointed, sealed, and though you have walked through shadows, the shadows have not swallowed you. Though you have tasted despair, despair has not consumed you. The very fact that you are here, listening, breathing, alive, is evidence of God's covenant keeping you. Now, chosen one, recognize the strategy of heaven. Every great warrior must first face his fiercest test. David did not meet Goliath without first enduring the wilderness. Joseph did not ascend to Pharaoh's palace without first enduring betrayal and prison. Jesus himself was tempted in the desert before stepping fully into his ministry. And you, yes, you have been walking the same prophetic pattern. Your wilderness has been filled with battles of the flesh, but the wilderness always precedes the promised land. Do you see it now? Your struggle has never been the end. It has been preparation. You have not been buried, you have been planted. And a planted seed must break before it bursts forth with new life. Lust tried to bury you in shame, but in truth, it only drove your roots deeper into God's grace. You have learned dependence, you have learned surrender, you have learned humility, and these are the very qualities that will sustain you when the crown of destiny rests on your head. This is why your adversaries are afraid. They sense what you may not fully see yet, that you are rising. They sense that the same one who wrestled in secret will soon stand in authority. They sense that the same one who was broken in private will soon carry public power, and they tremble because nothing can stop a chosen one who has been forged by fire. Think about it. If you were as weak as they said, you would have given up long ago. If you were as unworthy as shame tried to convince you, you would have drowned in despair. But you are still here, and that is the loudest testimony of all, that God has sustained you, preserved you, and is about to elevate you. Even now, heaven is shifting things in your favor. The weight of past battles is about to transform into wings of breakthrough. Where you were once chained, you will soon be free. Where you once hid in fear, you will soon walk in boldness. Where you once whispered prayers in the night, you will soon shout testimonies in the light of day. God has seen it all, your battles, your bruises, your brokenness, and He has decreed that none of it will be wasted. Chosen one, can you feel the trembling of the enemy even now? They are terrified because the shame that once muzzled you is about to become the story that liberates others. They are terrified because the fire that once threatened to consume you has instead refined you into pure gold. They are terrified because they cannot understand how someone who fought so many inner wars could still carry so much light. But that is the mystery of grace. It takes what was meant to destroy you and transforms it into the very proof of your destiny. Lift up your head, for your battle scars are not signs of defeat. They are the markings of a warrior who cannot be broken. Your story will not end with lust. It will end with glory. Your identity is not in your struggles. It is in your Savior. And heaven is not silent concerning you. Heaven is preparing a divine reversal. The same ones who thought you were finished will soon watch as God elevates you in ways they cannot comprehend. The fight was long, the nights were heavy, but the dawn is breaking. Your enemies know it, the spiritual realm knows it, and soon the world will see it. You are not the victim of your battles. You are the victor who carries the evidence of God's mercy. The chains that once bound you are falling even now, and the freedom you step into will echo into generations. And so I say to you with boldness, rise, chosen one. Rise from the ashes, rise from the shame, rise from the lies that tried to define you, for you are stronger than you know. And your adversaries are trembling because they know the crown that is about to rest on your head. Chosen one, listen carefully now, for what I am about to say is not just encouragement. it is revelation. The same God who saw you in the shadows is about to reveal you in the light. Your hidden battles are about to be turned into public testimonies. What once embarrassed you will soon empower you, because God is a God of divine reversals. He does not waste pain. He does not overlook tears. He does not ignore cries whispered in the night. He takes what the enemy designed for your destruction and transforms it into a platform for his glory. Do not be surprised when the tables turn suddenly, for that is how God works. Those who once mocked your weakness will stand speechless at your strength. Those who thought lust would consume you will see that it only refined you. And those who doubted your endurance will watch as you outlast them all. This is not arrogance. This is prophecy. This is heaven's decree concerning your life. You must understand something deep. Justice in God's hands looks nothing like human revenge. Justice is not simply punishment for your adversaries. It is restoration for you. Justice means the years the locusts have eaten will be restored. Justice means the same area where you once felt bound will become the very area where you carry authority. Justice means your pain will produce a harvest greater than anything you imagined. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, forgotten in prison. His story looked like failure, but in one divine moment he was elevated to second in command of Egypt. His pain became his platform. His betrayal became his breakthrough, and in the end, he said to his brothers, "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." This same truth belongs to you, chosen one. The lust, the shame, the struggle, these things that tried to break you are about to become the very evidence of God's glory in your life. And here lies the mystery. What once felt like your greatest weakness is about to be revealed as your greatest strength. Because you know the weight of temptation, you will carry compassion for others. Because you have walked through the fire of shame, you will carry healing in your words. Because you have endured hidden battles, you will speak with an authority that cannot be faked. People will listen to you because they will sense the authenticity in your voice. You are not someone who learned about the storm. You are someone who survived it, and there is power in survival. But let me also speak healing into your heart. For too long, you have carried guilt that does not belong to you anymore. Too long you have rehearsed mistakes that God has already erased. Too long you have believed the lie that you are defined by your lowest moments. Hear me now. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not your temptations. You are not your shame. You are a new creation, washed, restored, redeemed, called, chosen, and heaven rejoices not in your perfection, but in your perseverance. Let that sink in, chosen one. You are not disqualified. You are not rejected. You are not abandoned. You are deeply loved, eternally chosen, and divinely appointed. You carry the fingerprints of heaven upon your soul, and no battle of lust, no whisper of shame, no lie of the enemy can erase what God has already written over you. And so I must speak this prophetic word over you. The season of reversal has begun. Where you were once mocked, you will be honored. Where you were once weak, you will be strong. Where you were once hidden, you will be revealed. God is shifting you from the back of the line to the front, from the valley to the mountain, from shame to glory. Do not resist it. Do not doubt it. Do not shrink back in fear. Step into it with boldness, for it is your inheritance. Even now, heaven is aligning circumstances to showcase your transformation. Doors are opening that no man can shut. Opportunities are emerging that were once blocked. Relationships are being realigned to support your destiny. And all of it is proof that God has not only seen your battle, He has ordained your victory. But here is where your part comes in. This is the call to action, chosen one. You must rise into agreement with heaven. No longer can you define yourself by shame. No longer can you hide behind guilt. No longer can you allow the enemy to silence your voice. Your story must be told. Your testimony must be shared. Your light must shine, for there are others still trapped in the same chains you once wore, and they are waiting for your voice to lead them out. Do not underestimate the power of your testimony. When you stand and declare, "I struggled, but I overcame," you give permission for others to rise. When you speak, "I was tempted, but God was faithful," you ignite hope in hearts that feel hopeless. When you proclaim, "I once was bound, but now I am free," you open doors for others to believe the same freedom is possible. You were chosen not just to survive, but to lead others into survival. You are a torchbearer carrying light into places where darkness has reigned too long. And yes, I know, you may feel unworthy. You may still feel fragile. You may still hear whispers of doubt, but that is exactly why God chose you, for His strength is made perfect in weakness. If you were flawless, your story would inspire no one. But because you are real, because you have fought, because you have fallen and risen again, your story carries power. You will touch lives precisely because you are not untouchable. Chosen one, the shift is happening now. You can sense it in your spirit. The nights no longer feel as heavy. The shame no longer holds the same grip. The chains that once felt unbreakable are loosening. This is not imagination. It is the tangible work of the Spirit within you. You are being prepared to step into your divine assignment. You are being crowned with glory that cannot be stolen. You are being positioned for influence, impact, and authority. Lift your head, straighten your back, wipe your tears. The battle of lust does not define you, it has refined you. And now, as God reveals your justice, you must walk boldly in the reversal. For this is your season, your moment, your prophetic awakening. So I call to you now, rise up, speak your truth, embrace your destiny. Do not let shame silence you any longer. The world needs your voice, your testimony, your light. Heaven has declared you victorious, and it is time to walk in that victory. You are the chosen one, and nothing in this world or the next can strip that identity away from you. Chosen one, now that you have seen how far you've come and what God is preparing to reveal, it is time to look deeply into the mystery of why you have been attacked so fiercely. Nothing in your life has been random. The struggle with lust, the misunderstandings, the betrayals, the sudden losses, all of it has been part of a deeper spiritual pattern. You were never simply unlucky or weak. You have been walking a path reserved for those who carry a higher assignment. In the unseen realm, your soul has always radiated light. That light carries an assignment. An assignment draws attention. The moment you entered this world, heaven celebrated, but hell noticed. And when hell notices, it plans. The most effective way to stop a chosen one from stepping into destiny is to keep them distracted, wounded, and doubting themselves. Lust for you was never just about the body, it was about blinding your vision. For if your eyes are clouded by shame, you cannot see your crown. If your hands are bound by guilt, you cannot reach for your inheritance. This is a paradoxical law of the Spirit. The higher your calling, the heavier your testing. The deeper your anointing, the darker the warfare. Those who are marked to heal others often walk through the very wounds they will one day heal. Those who are destined to teach freedom often face the fiercest chains. You have walked through what you did not deserve so you could carry what others cannot bear. You have been through the fire so you could emerge with the language of survivors. That is why your struggle has felt so intense. It was training for your authority. But there is another paradox you must understand. While you have been attacked fiercely, you have also been protected fiercely. If you truly look back over your life, you will see moments where you should have been destroyed but weren't. Times where you should have been exposed but were covered. Times where you should have lost your mind but instead found clarity. This is not coincidence. This is covenant. God never allowed the enemy to have full access to you. The attacks were real, but so was the hedge of protection around you. Now consider the psychology of those who opposed you, misunderstood you, or even took pleasure in your struggles. Their behavior was not just about you, it was about their own fears. People fear what they cannot explain. They envy what they cannot attain. They attack what convicts them. Your light exposed their darkness, and instead of running toward transformation, they ran toward accusation. Your hunger for depth revealed their comfort in shallowness. Your calling provoked their complacency. So they judged you, they whispered about you, they mischaracterized you, but what they did not realize is that every word spoken against you became a brick in the altar God is building for your testimony. This is why you must not harden your heart against them. They were instruments of pressure, but they were not authors of your destiny. Even their cruelty has been woven into your calling. Without their rejection, you would not have developed resilience. Without their misunderstanding, you would not have learned discernment. Without their betrayal, you would not have cultivated compassion. These very qualities, resilience, discernment, compassion, are essential for the mission ahead of you. You are being shaped into someone who cannot be easily shaken. Your soul's mission is not small. You were never meant to blend in, to live an ordinary life untouched by battle. You carry a prophetic assignment to awaken others. You are a lighthouse for those lost at sea. And lighthouses are built on rocks, battered by storms. They are not placed in calm waters, but in dangerous coasts where ships lose their way. Your life, chosen one, has been constructed the same way. Your storms have anchored you so you can stand tall when others falter. And here is another paradoxical truth. The very area of your greatest struggle will become the area of your greatest authority. You struggled with lust because you are called to model purity of heart. You wrestled with shame because you are called to carry the message of grace. You faced relentless distraction because you are destined to embody unshakable focus. The enemy attacked where your destiny lies, but heaven is reclaiming that territory. What once was your battlefield will become your platform. This is not to glorify the struggle, but to clarify the purpose. For too long you may have believed your temptations disqualified you, but in heaven's eyes, your perseverance through them has qualified you. Your scars are credentials. Your tears are ink on your testimony. Your endurance is the seal of your calling. When you begin to see your life through this lens, everything changes. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start declaring, "Thank you, Lord, for trusting me with this battle." You stop hiding your story and start sharing it with courage. You stop resenting your past and start redeeming it. This shift in perspective is the key to stepping fully into your mission. Do not think it strange that the very people you are called to help may be the ones who misunderstood you the most. This too is part of the pattern. You are learning empathy, patience, and humility. You are learning to speak to hearts that are wounded and defensive. You are learning to love without expecting applause. And this training will make your influence unshakable because it will be rooted in authenticity, not performance. Chosen one, your life is not a series of disconnected hardships. It is a carefully orchestrated training ground. Every temptation, every attack, every tear has been shaping you. Even your silence has been sacred, for it has taught you to hear God's whisper in the midst of noise. Even your loneliness has been holy, for it has taught you that God's presence is enough. Even your failures have been seeds, producing humility that will sustain you where pride would destroy you. Understand this: the attacks you faced were never a sign of God's absence. They were a sign of your assignment. Hell does not fight what does not threaten it. The fact that you have been fought so fiercely is proof that you carry something hell fears. And if hell fears you, it is because heaven has invested heavily in you. Now the veil is lifting. Now you can see why you endured what you did. Now you understand the paradox. Your deepest wounds have prepared you to be a healer. Your greatest temptations have prepared you to be a teacher of freedom. Your hidden battles have prepared you to be a public voice of hope. And your soul's mission is to shine a light so bright that it breaks chains, not just in your life, but in the lives of those who cross your path. So take a deep breath, chosen one. Let go of the narrative that you are a victim of your struggles. Embrace the truth that you are a vessel forged for glory. Stand tall in the knowledge that nothing in your life has been wasted. Not even the nights of wrestling, not even the tears of shame, not even the moments of weakness. All of it has been folded into your calling. All of it has been turned into wisdom. All of it has been redeemed. This is the deep analysis of your journey. You have been attacked because you are anointed. You have been wounded because you are a healer. You have been tempted because you are destined for purity. You have been misunderstood because you are meant to speak a new language of grace. And now, as you awaken fully to your mission, you will see that every paradox was preparation, every battle was building you, and every tear was watering the soil of your destiny. You are not just emerging from a fight, you are emerging as a force. You are not just stepping out of chains, you are stepping into command. You are not just surviving your past, you are translating it into a future where others will find freedom through your example. This is your soul's mission, chosen one, and it is why heaven has never left you and why hell has never stopped trying to distract you. But the time of distraction is over. The time of clarity is here, and you are ready. Chosen one, as we come to this moment, let your spirit rest in the truth that has been spoken over you. You have walked through fire and you have not been consumed. You have battled shadows and the light within you has not gone out. You have faced temptations that would have destroyed many, yet you are still standing, still breathing, still marked by the fingerprints of God. This alone is proof of your identity. You are chosen, not because you are flawless, not because you are perfect, but because heaven has set its seal upon you. Do not let the echoes of your past drown out the sound of your destiny. Shame has no throne in your life anymore. The accusations that once tormented your mind have already been silenced by the blood of Christ. The whispers that said you were unworthy were lies. The doubts that told you it was over were illusions. The truth is this: you are stepping into a new season where what once held you will no longer bind you. You have been refined, not ruined. You have been stretched, not shattered. You have been pressed, but never crushed. And every moment of your struggle has been preparing you for this unveiling. The same you who cried in silence will soon rejoice in public. The same you who doubted your worth will soon walk in confidence. The same you who thought you were forgotten will soon realize you were hidden for divine timing. Chosen one, your future is not small. Your days ahead are drenched in promise. You will not remain in the valley forever. You are climbing now, step by step, into a mountain of visibility, of favor, of restoration. God is not only lifting you up, but also setting you as a signpost for others. Your life will speak even when your mouth is silent. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your testimony will break chains in hearts you never thought you could reach. And hear this clearly: the days of your adversaries laughing at your struggles are over. The season of being misunderstood is giving way to a season of vindication. Those who once pointed fingers will see the hand of God raise you higher than they imagined. Those who once whispered against you will witness the shout of heaven declaring your name. You are not rising for revenge. You are rising for redemption. And your rise will glorify the one who carried you when you could not carry yourself. So let peace settle over you now. Do not fear the future. Do not rehearse the past. Lift your head and walk forward with confidence, for every step you take is ordered. You are not wandering, you are being led. You are not stumbling, you are being guided. The same God who kept you alive through every battle will keep you strong through every breakthrough. I know there may still be days when you feel fragile, when the old whispers try to return, when the weight of shame tries to press again on your shoulders. But remember this: every time darkness tries to revisit, it is because it senses the light in you growing stronger. Do not be discouraged by the attack. It is confirmation of your advancement. The enemy does not waste ammunition on those who are not a threat. If you are still being fought, it is because you are still carrying fire. And so I release this word over you. Your story is shifting. Your identity is secure. Your destiny is unstoppable. You are not defined by what you struggled with. You are defined by what you overcame. You are not labeled by your temptations. You are crowned by your triumphs. You are not bound by your past. You are launched into your future. Chosen one, let this be your call to action. Rise into the fullness of who you are. Speak your testimony without shame. Walk boldly into your purpose. Do not shrink back. Do not second guess. Do not disqualify yourself from what God has already qualified you for. This is your time to shine, not for your glory, but for His. The world is darker than ever, and it is waiting for your light. There are people crying for freedom who will only be reached by your voice. Do not silence it any longer. If your heart feels heavy, lay it at God's feet tonight. If shame still tries to grip you, release it into His hands. If you doubt your worth, let this moment remind you, you are worth the blood of Christ, and nothing in creation can change that truth. Chosen one, I leave you with this final assurance. You are seen, you are loved, you are protected, you are chosen. The battles you've fought have not been in vain. The lust that once seemed like chains has already been turned into keys. Those keys will unlock freedom not only for you, but for countless others. You were never fighting alone, and now you will never walk alone. May your nights be filled with peace. May your mornings awaken with purpose. And may every step you take remind you that heaven is with you. Go forward with courage, for the one who called you is faithful to complete what He began in you. You are chosen, you are rising, and nothing in this world can stop the light you carry. And so, until we meet again, keep your spirit awake, keep your heart surrendered, and keep your eyes fixed on the one who crowns you. Farewell for now, chosen one. Walk boldly, for your time has come.